Welcome to Pitbull Stadium, the opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the FIU Panthers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. So the FIU Panthers kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will have the football first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Collins. Pocket breaking down. Breaks loose. Keeps it and gets the first down. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The run inside. It's Woods. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Looking to throw. The short hands, it's Gary. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Woods. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Kennesaw State right back to work. He wants to throw it again. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Panthers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They want to run this quarterback. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Owls are in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Gary. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Dropping back, it's Collins. Working on the right. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. 1st down here for the offense. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the grab. It's McNeil. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. FIU will line up to punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Kennesaw State right back to work. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Quick spin on the run. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take it?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On the option. Now the pitch. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Some misdirection with the counter. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, FIU! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Rushes on him. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Booker. Good, solid tackle. Kennesaw State right back to work. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Kick is in the air. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 4. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Reading the option, it's Collins. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They'll run play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
He'll get rid of it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. FIU will line up to punt. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Running inside. It's Woods. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Quarterback extends the play. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, It's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Right back to the well. There's some room. He's up to 55 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. He'll keep it on second down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Ford International comes out to start this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the ground with the counter. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it in. It's McNeil. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. FIU set up with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll pull it on the read. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's how the career starts. His first carry.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They go right back to him. Sweet cut there. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, better look out. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running to the left. Might have a chance. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The run inside. It's Woods. Here's a little room there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Booker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking for space. It's Woods. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Off play action. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. He'll keep it himself. Tried to power it ahead on 4th and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Going downfield for the big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Another incompletion on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Looking for room, it's Woods. The defense uses a timeout, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Collins. Skips away from pressure. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The throw to the outside is complete. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Tar Heels able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Back now to your game inside Pitbull Stadium. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Florida International offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it on the counter, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. FIU will line up to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first down. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. He'll do it himself. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. FIU will line up to punt. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Collins. A little release to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Kennesaw State right back to work. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Woods. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quarterback keep. Got a little grass. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Owls! They take the lead with the 6.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside is 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Right back to him on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Out of the gun to give to the back. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Running inside, it's Woods. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Owls want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Back to throw, it's Collins. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The kick is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. FIU will line up to punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The run inside. It's Woods. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Tempo and overdrive.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go right back to him. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here comes the hurry up.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
On the move, it's Woods. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Back to throw, it's Collins. On the run, still looking. Quarterback gets past the marker. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Miami got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They'll go right back to the run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Stone. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. And it'll come out to the 25. No, First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Fires to the big fella.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Finds a tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice job on the RPO, but you know you got to give credit to here is the offensive line. How many times do you see when the quarterback holds the ball, there's an offensive lineman illegally too far down the field? This time, everybody stayed at the prop.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Looking to fire, and the timing just a hair off. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And when it's 3rd and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You can tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. FIU will line up to punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Kennesaw State right back to work.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
To throw, it's Collins. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside, it's Woods. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They give it to him again. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run and nothing doing. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They stop him short of the marker and they'll turn it over on downs. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. Finds the tight end. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout here. 2:06 remaining on the clock. Of course, it stops again at the 2-minute mark. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. To the air on first down. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend. And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Just keeps slinging it. It's complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Got it in the middle. It's McNeil. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they make the kick. They're now within a possession, but they don't have any timeouts left. So you're expecting them to come out here in an onside formation. And let's see what happens. This is going right down to the wire.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.